All right, hi guys. My name is Michael Wu, and I'm running for social director for the NCSC. I just want to keep this short. I have three things I want to talk about. The first thing are my qualifications. The second thing is my platform. And the third one is, I think, the most important, are my motivations for running. So in terms of experience and my qualifications, I'm currently the social director, and I've done it for a year. I'm also an exec on the NCRC, or New College Residence Council. On both of those positions, I spend a lot of time hosting social events. And I think I have a lot of experience catering to students, hearing the feedback, providing the events that I think students like. In terms of the NCSC, I was actually given no budget because of the way I was elected in the fall. And so I really struggled this year to get funding. And I think despite my predicament, I've done a very good job despite having $0 in the NCSC budget. The second thing I want to talk about is my platform. And what I want to push for are bigger off-campus events, and I've done a couple of them. One of them is Halloween Haunt, which I hope some of you can do. What I also want to do is I want to help things like Conversation Club. So some of you may be aware of the IP Conversation Club. I want to include students on how to improve their social skills and get to meet friends, because I know how scary it is to come to U of T. And my last point is my motivation for running. My motivation for running is because I love New College. When I first was elected in the fall, I went through some pretty serious social issues for my head, and New College really helped me through it, and the community is amazing. And I think that the reason why people should be running for student council is for public service, and that's what I really, really like, is the service for New College students. That's about it. My name is Michael Wu. Please vote for me.
Okay, so my name is Laura, or some of you know me as the girl with the hair. Before I begin my speech, I want to tell you something about myself. So I love cats, I love the internet, and I love Lady Gaga. I like playing video games and the ukulele. I'm going into an art specialist, and I live on the social justice floor at in Wetmore. I'm one of 2 writers for the blog here at New College. I write and illustrate comic books, and I suck at math. In high school, I was co-founder and special events coordinator for our Gay Straight Alliance, and president of our Best Buddies chapter. And this year I'm running for social director at New College. The most important thing that I can offer at the NCSC is a listening ear. I listed off some of the things about me, but I want to hear about you guys. Your ideas and your opinions, because I have my own event ideas. 90s night, movies in the quad with waffles, poetry slams, and mental health awareness street fairs, but those are just some of my interests, and I want to hear about your ideas and your opinions, because honestly, what's the point of putting on a social event where the people going don't have a say in what it is? So, if elected, my most important task will be taking your feedback into consideration. Didn't like something? Tell me. Didn't go? Tell me why. If you loved an event and want to tell me more, tell me that if you want to see more. I want you to have access to adding your comments and your feedback, whether it's through Facebook, popping by the office, or dropping off comments anonymously. I understand there are a lot of reasons why people don't go to events. It could be lack of advertising, lack of time, short notice, and those are things that I can and I will change or work on if elected as social director. And most importantly, I want to make sure that everybody in every event is beneficial to everybody. When anyone can feel comfortable and have fun regardless of what year you're in, if you're on campus, if you're off campus, if you're an introvert, if you're an extrovert, nobody should have to feel left out in any situation, because that's not what we as New College students stand for. So if you want your ideas and your opinions put into action, with me.
Hey guys, my name is Navdeep Singh. I'm running for social director. I find New College not that social. New College isn't really that social. I'm gonna try and plan more events, like smaller activities for you guys to get involved in, such as pub nights, sporting sports days. Like, how many of you guys have seen a sports day go by? Was there actually a sports day here at New College? No, right? But I will actually make that happen. Sports days, they'll be water, it'll be fun. There'll be pub nights, yeah. So basically, I'm a huge sports guy. I like I really take you guys to sport. Yeah, like there will be more sporting events such as Raptors games, Argonauts, Blue Jays, Leafs games. There'll be more sports games. I guarantee it. There might be yeah. Uh, Okay, so vote for Navdeep Singh for social director, and also I honestly find new college not that social. Like I said before, new college, honestly studying is important. That should be number one. But I find but like I said before, new college isn't that social. I'm actually gonna plan small events for you guys to get involved in, and come on, and come on, yeah. So give me a chance. As, as I will do a good job because I also have experience. I was also a social director for my school last year. I'm a first year student, and I recently came out of high school, right? I was also like my social director for my school last year. So basically I have the experience to make next year a better year for you guys. Thank you.
This is from Navdeep. My question is, what do you mean when you say new college is not that social?
Honestly, bro, there's not that like people who goes to the lounge, right? Where like people chill and talk. Nobody really talks to no one, right? I'm actually gonna change that. Like studying is important, but making friends, being socially active, getting to know new people, trying new things, experiencing new things, getting involved is also something a university student should be able to do, right? Find time for it. Like making friends, that's also important. It's not all about just studying. I'm saying studying is important. That should be number one. Like I studied life sciences. Life sciences is hard, right? But it is, right? Isn't it?
I agree.
But I'm actually finding the time to manage my workload and actually put forth the time to plan events that you guys should take part in. Any more questions?
This one is more directed at Mike, but for everybody, specifically because you had no budget last year, as you said. So social often has a very significant budget as the social commissioner for the college. You have a lot of responsibilities. So considering the fact that you're going to have a pretty large budget, more money than you guys have probably been responsible for in your past, what do you plan to do with it? How do you plan to be accountable?
So I said that I was part of the residence council, and the residence council is a lot different because I had a really big budget for a residence council, and actually had more money than we did in the past 3 or 4 years. And so, like I said, what I really wanted to push for this year was bigger off-campus events. And like I said, even like Halloween Haunt, I had to borrow money from we had to collaborate with MCRC in order to get the event done. That was the only way that MCRC put in more money than the NCSC. So I think that with an actual budget that's not zero, I can push for more events that are more self-sustaining, and that if there are problems with complications with collaborations, they'll be easier to do independently as an MCS event.
Well, with a big budget, I don't know. It's just that it all depends on the event that you want and what you want to see in it. So food's always a good thing. Food's expensive, and good food is great. So, but it's obviously smaller things that cost less, but if you want bigger things, which I kind of do, like street fairs and stuff, those things are just fun, and I don't know, some costs more, but I don't know. It just depends. We have to just coordinate with any other groups that would want to.
So budgeting, right? How much is the budget approximately that social directors have? It's probably not that much, but I can probably budget like I have many discounts for Raptors, Raptors games, these games, I know this guy, he's always there at the Raptors game, the guy owns Hyundai, Do any of you guys know who he is?
Super fan.
There you go, super fan right there. Yeah. So basically, I know him, and he's willing to like provide discounts for you guys. So if I get like a huge group of you guys to go, the tickets might be like dropped down by $25 or $25, maybe like proper seats, like lower bowl seats. I'm talking about, like not like those crappy top seats, good seats. Yeah, and also like I'm planning for small events, like not huge events, right? Small events like pub nights. That's not gonna cost that much. It's just games, and all like just meet new people. That's basically what I'm pushing for. Meeting new people, making New College more social.
Alright, we had a question over there, and then we only have time for one more question. That's on the shelf.
Okay, so my question is to Laura. You said you're in the social justice floor at Westmore Hall. What skills and experiences did you learn from being on the social justice floor, and how can you apply that to your position as social director?
Well, a huge part of that was just learning to work as a family and as a group, because I know being on the social justice floor, we learned that collaboration is key, and you have to have heart. And I do, and being on that floor, it taught me a lot how to just care about things and be able to, acquire everybody's needs. And I think that I would be great because I'm really into social justice. Like the GSA and Best Buddies in high school, those were the best times of my life, and I really do think that I have the stuff to do this. I do.
It's more really two questions instead of one, but I understand the idea, like that you're sort of, sorry, I specifically, that you're pushing forth that everybody's level of sociability is different, and that we don't necessarily need a big budget to like have a group of people together. I mean, hey, what did this cost? We're all here together in itself. So in the like, if you encounter a conflict between like two events that like two group of people really want to do, like how would you go about resolving that? And in terms of like I know that during Halloween Haunt, NCRC put in more money for the event, so in turn the students in res were subsidized more. But how would you, I guess, weigh out like who to subsidize if you had to subsidize one over the other, being leaders in both groups themselves? So I guess like that's sort of two questions in one, in which like how would you go about resolving those sort of problems?
The thing is that I'm pushing for smaller events, right? I'm not pushing for huge events, small events. That's my thing, right? Small events will get people in, like small events to help people get social, like more social at New College, right? Honestly, like I said before, I'm gonna keep saying this. New College isn't that social, right? I find them not that social. Like after Fosh was amazing, but like after Fosh, nothing really like happened. Yeah, right? Honestly, the advertising is pretty poor. I'm actually gonna make advertising better, so people can know what's going on in New College, right? Isn't like don't you guys want to know what's happening in, like the Catholic college you're part of? Yeah. So smaller events, yeah. And smaller events aren't gonna cost that much. Like pub nights, like discounted prices for Raptors tickets, Leaves tickets. Those are like my hookups that I have. Alright? Did that address your question? Or? Speak up.
Well, in terms of solving issues, I just remember being in Frosh, and actually during Frosh Week, and actually during any other things going on, I noticed that I felt really excluded. Not excluded, but I didn't really fit in. And I know that's a lot of people kind of feel like that, but it's because that you can't satisfy everybody with one event. And what I did in Frosh, which I thought was really great, was that they had an event going on at the same time as another event. So it would be like club night going on during board game night or something like that. And that would be something like that where it could tailor to a lot of different audiences, so that if you do feel a little nervous about going to one, if you're an extrovert and you don't want to go to, board game night, an introvert, you don't want to go to a club, there's options. Like, I think that there are different ways to do things, and that might mean splitting things up, but
So from your question, I'm understanding that you're asking me two things. The first one is, how am I going to subsidize? And the second is, how am I going to appeal to all the people? So to answer the question of how I'm going to appeal to everybody, if you look at my track record, I've held events that had 200 people, and I've held events that had like 10, and I've had like some that are like 50 or 100. And so the events that I do, what I try to do this year as the social director is I try to cater to different types of people. So for instance, I don't think it's the same people who would go, so I'm holding a pub night with War Child next week. I don't think it's the same people who'd go to like perhaps video game night I held at the very start of the year. So the events that I'm doing try to cater to as many different groups of people as possible. In terms of subsidization, I'll be on the NCSE, and so it's not like I'm going to subsidize other kids for them, some like resident students over commuters or commuters over resident students. For instance, I was also on the NCSE for Halloween Haunt, and I subsidized $1 for every single new college student. So I don't want to discriminate there. That's about it.
All right, that's all the time.